Hope you all are getting my voice loud and clear. And before we can just go and start this thing, let me just, as usual, let us recap what all are the things we are going to discuss today. So far, as a recap, what we all supposed to know: database architecture. Yes, I'm not going to speak more about this. We have handful, whatever the component and the basic concepts. It's clear. And next part is related to networking. We have discussed in detail is how to connect from the client to server activity. That is also clear to all of you. Okay. Now, coming back to the troubleshooting part, so we have gone through if any one of the three components like IP address or port or database, if any three of these things is maybe mistake, not put correctly, some other special character used to come, it is going to have a problem. So we have discussed if you guys have some confusion on the client server connectivity related to listener, related to tnsnames.ora, related to listener.ora, each and everything is crystal clear in last two sessions. That means session number 8 and 9. If you have any confusion in this YouTube, you can check session 8 and 9. Thing will be much more clear to all of you. Okay. Now, next we were discussing what? The security part, data security part, and that was the main topic what we ended in the last session, that means session number 9 or the last Friday. And today we are going to discuss a little bit more detail about it. And it's very, very, very crucial, and crucial in the sense, keeping in mind the day-to-day activity, what we all are doing. And I'll just give you next few minutes the scenario, what exactly you all are going to do. So this is, you can say, having maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of experience professionals in the database administrator, they are doing it. Okay, just yesterday only, I just received a big statement, the same thing, what we are going to discuss in next 10-15 minutes. So the most important part, what we have to have right now is to understand the situation, what kind of situation you will be. And if you are in that situation, if you understand the situation, definitely you will be able to resolve it. So resolving the issue is not the big deal. Understanding the situation, that is the main challenge. And again, this statement what I'm making on the basis of, it's a working environment, not for just for learning purpose. No. From learning perspective, whatever we spend in last day, that is enough. But if you will add this scenario, these kind of 1, 2, or 3 scenarios, this is going to be the ultimate thing. What we used to spend a lot of time to understand, to have in the real life job situation, or when we are into job. Okay, so let's have it, and I'm going to share my screen, and you will be getting. So let me the first thing what I'm going to do is defining the situation, what situation you all will be, and on the basis of that, you will be able to get the solution. So give me a minute for setting this up. Okay, I got it already. And under that, and in case, yeah, so hope you all are at least getting the screen. Okay. So give me, yeah. Now, what exactly we are going to have scenario wise? So scenario is what exactly the topic wise what we are going to discuss. The discussion is data security or user access to database. This is technical term, okay? Database tables. That is the main thing what we are going to have. And scenario for this is we are having this table, okay? As a whole database. And under database, what I'm treating handful of table, and table, that handful of, I'm giving whatever the standard table so far we have used. I'm going to put, likewise, right now I'm going to just put it only 9 or 10, but ultimately it may be 90, it may be 900, it may be 9,000. Yeah, what I'm repeating again, these all are basically tables. Let me just write it down, all the tables. These all are tables, and I'm assuming these tables are available under user known as HR. Because we all are familiar, at least HR user, because from day one, we are doing practice on this. So very vital. So all the tables, 10 tables, which is available in the user known as HR. Now, next, what I'm going to do, what is the request comes to you from your boss or maybe other team? And the request is you have to create one new user. So I'm just drawing a new user. Just try to understand the situation. New user. And new user name I'm giving, suppose dev. Okay. Any name you can give, I'm giving dev. So, and you have to do what? Whatever number of tables available in the HR user. As I mentioned, right now we are seeing 10, it may be 100,000, maybe 10,000. And we have to give all 10,000 tables select permission to new user known as dev. I'm repeating. We all have the idea how to give permission to one user or two user. We have idea how to give two tables select permission to one user. We have it. But if the table number in several thousand, what do you do? Is it possible to write grant, select, on, table and several thousands? How long you will take to just finish your task? That is a challenge. So the whole day still it is not enough. And likewise, you are going to have maybe 15, 20 assignment. So are you going to take 15, 20 days to finish it? Definitely no. Then what is the way out? And that is the way out. What exactly way out that we are going to discuss. We are trying to understand this situation. And to understand, that's what I said. User HR is having 10 or 20, 100 or 1,000 or several thousand stable. New user known as dev. New user dev is going to access only select for all the tables, not insert, not update, not delete. You can ask questions saying that, okay, sir, I want to just put all, insert, update, delete, select, everything should be done by dev user. How to do this? So we are focusing right now only select. If you will able to do select, you will able to do insert, update, delete, whatnot. So what we are going to do? Okay, I'm writing the step and the same thing I'm going to implement. And this is going to be the main thing for today. We are going to have maybe a little less time because I started a little late, 10 minutes late. So the first thing what I'll do, if this work came to you, that create one user. Yeah, so what is the exact assignment we used to get? I get maybe in hundreds in my career. Okay, so everybody, not me, means whenever we are keeping in mind that the database profile, DBA profile, it may be any DBA I'm talking about. This is not specific to Oracle, but this kind of situation may come from other database also. But the concept are just the same. So the question is, first, create user. And it is going to be written in the email that which username you have to give, or if not there, each and every company is having their own standard. What will be the username? Nothing to worry on that. Which table, which user, which name we should give. Okay, name can be any variable, X, Y, G. Okay, nothing to worry about that. Now, so assignment number 1 is this: create table. Simply, it will be coming, create a table. That's it. It is not going to say, okay, give permission to connect or something else. Not. Okay, you are a DBA, you must be knowing only creating table will not work. You have to give the respective or proper permission, proper privilege to work with that user. Okay, now step number 2. Give select privs or permission to user dev and which permission, it's already there. Okay, select, give select permission to on table, maybe 1, maybe 10, maybe. So if it is all number may be vary, but it might be they are giving the specific name of the table. If the name of the table, little different scenario. But what we are assuming whatever number of tables available in that user, every user should able to access by newly created user known as Dave. Okay, so on all HR on all HR tables. And this is the question. This is simple. You will be, you got email saying that we need these 2 things. Now, after getting, what you will be doing? Okay, so answer for this is what we are going to do. First, definitely you are going to create user. So definitely user creation will be there. Second part is the most important part. That is the reason I'm just explaining or repeating the same thing maybe 2-3 times. There is so much critical, so much important is this for first time at least. Once you'll know forever. If you'll not know, you have to know it simply. We have to write script. To get scripts on maybe 1,000 or several thousands tables. Because 1, 2 table, it's okay, grant this, but here we are talking about 1,000. And that is the very new thing. not very new. You guys have done it in the second, third session in the SQL, very beginning. Something called Concatenation Operator. And that time only I mentioned that this is going to be very, very, very useful working as a working professional. Okay, so this thing, and this is the main thing what I'm going to show you practically. And if you guys have any question in between, you can put in the chat box. I'll reply. Okay, so first let me do setup. Okay, I'm going to, because the IP address is changed, so you guys have also received the new IP address. Okay, just for FYI. So whoever is just trying to at least, and again, if a few of you are already using it, you can do this practice. Okay, this one earlier for few sessions I said please don't use those commands in the server. But this particular part, what we are doing right now, it is not going to be any complicated part. Maybe only username you will be able to just change it later on, not during session. Later on, after the session, you will be able to try it in the server, whatever. So IP address I have already, we have already shared with you, and let me just do some setup for that. Give me one moment, okay? So, okay, now I'm going to share it, okay? I did whatever the basic change I'm supposed to do. So, stop screen share, I'm again sharing it. And hope you all are getting it. And this Nick is the new server name. I'm just connecting. You might be not seeing the screen. Give me 1 minute. I'll reshare it. Let me check. Share this thing. And hope you all are getting the screen. Okay. Now, then this first thing what we have to do, we have to check the status of the database, right? See, database is down. Why? Every time I used to repeat, we have to check it. If it will go work, it will not work. So we all know what to do to start that. Idle instance, how to start database, we all know. At least whoever is regular. Startup. First step is done. Now, next question. And this is the answer what I'm going to give. This is very first time I'm showing you all. Question is, how to check whether HR user is available here or not. Instead of HR, it might be different user. Question is, so far we are using HR. You guys know that HR is there. But what about some other name if you received in the email? First, you have to check whether that user is available in this database or not. So how to check it? So that user is definitely HR for us now. So you have to write the command, you have to search it. How to search? Select username from DBA underscore users. So this is the view being used by DBAs to cross-check the username what we are looking for. Then what condition we have to give? Where, because there might be thousands of users, you are looking for one or two. So definitely we have to put conditions. So where username where username like or equal to, okay, whichever way you all know what is are we getting? Answer is yes. So instead of this HR, whichever name you are getting in your email, that name you should be checking. Okay. Now, question here: all these activity by sitting on which user we will be doing. Again, repeating all these activity, creating user, giving some permission, which user we are sitting and just doing this activity. Definitely by default sys. That could be in different user. Yes, it may be system. But how to decide if we will go for sys or system? Again, it varies company to company. As per the standard policy, some companies are having system, some companies sys. Sys is very powerful, so handful of most of the company, they don't prefer to use directly sys user. System is okay. But right now, either way, okay, actual work will be done in both the user. Whichever you prefer, you means your company prefer, you can go log in and do the same step what we are going to do. So first we have already checked confirmation is there with us saying that. Now, next thing, we have to check which all are the tables. Again, this is again very important for fresher or maybe 1 year of experience, maybe 1, 2 years. Okay, few might be knowing, few might not be knowing. Sometimes what happened, you are having 2 years of experience but knowing so many things. Sometimes you are having 4 years of experience but you are knowing very little thing. It's not your fault. Then whose fault is this? Definitely totally depend on the project, nature of project you got assigned by the management or by the company. So nothing to be worried. We have to know it simply. So the next thing is how to check how many number of tables available in HR or other user. For us, we are taking example of HR, that can be any XYG user name. So hope question is clear to all of you. And to do check, we have two options, but which one is most frequent option we are using? I'm going to show you that one. Okay, so the view what we are going to use for this activity is known as DBA underscore object. And here, object name will be there and object type will be there. So this object type is the new thing, whoever is attending this session regularly. What is object type? So one of the type is table. Object type is table. What else could be? Something called view. What else it could be? Something called function, something called procedure. something called trigger. So we are not going into detail that function, procedure, trigger, all those. We are focusing on simple one thing, table. We have to give permission to table. That's it, for now at least. So here we have to select two things. One is object and type. From, you can select only object also. Let me select only object name. Okay, from DB_object. Where, see, condition, we have to give two conditions. One is object type. What is object type? Table. That's what we are looking for. That's all the condition or the question is basically. And who's the owner? Owner is HR. So again, I'm repeating, I know, very first time, it is little confusing to all of us. Simply what we are trying to understand or try to do here. Simply we are trying to understand that all the tables available in user called HR. Same thing in another way, we are looking for all the tables owned by HR. Owned by means owner HR. But sir, last time we did something or something. So yes, one thing can be done in 2 or 3 or 4 ways. Purpose, finding out all the tables under specific username or specific owner. Both owner and user, we are referring to the same thing here. Okay, but owner, why we are putting owner? Because owner is the column available in the table. So that is relevant to us. That is the reason we are using owner equal to this. And if you'll see, same output. The moment you log into HR, give select start from tab, little more will come there. Why? Because if you'll give tab, it may be tables, some other object, maybe view, trigger, might be there. So exact way to find out, this is the very first time we are doing it. Very first time. Question, how to find out how many number of tables in a specific user available? And answer is this. And this is very, very, very much being used by the professionals. These kind of thing on the daily basis. Okay, so this is the answer for that. So we already got it. Which all are the tables. These all are the tables. That means, coming back to the question, that all the tables, so who all are the tables? These all are the tables. Hope so far it's clear to all of you. Okay, we got to know all the tables available in the user called HR. Now all these tables should be accessed by which user? Wave user. Okay, so definitely we have to create that user. So how to create it? Create user, wave. Identify by we gave it. After that, what permission we have to give? You guys remember, if grant connect to wave. Same thing, connect, you can give, or either one will be okay for you. Okay. Grant. Instead of connect, connect will also work if either one you will try. Though I have already used connect. Create session. That we are going to. So connect is equivalent to create session for now. Don't think too much. You can just compare this. So grant create session to whom? Definitely Dev. So coming back to, let me just share the diagram so you guys will be able to just relate more. Hope you all are. Let me just a minute. Share. Hope you all are getting this one. So far we have checked, confirmed that these all are the tables. We have already created some user called Dev. That is already done. We gave the permission, as I mentioned, that only create user means it's not that you created user, your work is done. No. So create user, give permission, create session we have given. Why we given? If you will not give, what happened? You will not be able to log in. That already clear to all of us. Okay. Now, what next? Next is this part. Write a script to give privilege to, this is 1,000, several thousand, maybe 100. For us, maybe 16 table was there. Same script will be there for 10 tables, 100 tables, 1,000 tables, lakhs table. Okay, same script, what I'm going to write. Okay, so what the script is all about, how we are going to just, how it looks like. It looks like this one. See, this is very, very, very important. The table, because ultimately we need to just know the table, we already got it. And we know the command, grant, select on table name to owner. That is the main thing what we have learned so far. Same thing, how to convert into script so that we don't need to write so many number of lines. So here is the main thing. Let me write first. I know a little bit confusion will be there to start with. I'll repeat second time. The thing will be much more clear. So for that, grant select within first bracket grant. Grant what? Whatever command you know that we have to write here. Okay. So grant select, right? Because you want to give select on which table. So table is owned by which user? HR, right? So we have to give HR dot. This is tricky, okay? Now, because you need to find out table name, right? You don't know the table name. You know it is from HR, so that's what you give in HR. So you have to give what? By which way we found all these tables, right? Which column name we have used? Object name, right? So ultimately, within single quotation, we have written what? This one. Object name will be picked up from the DB underscore object. Okay, so this. What else then? After that, so object name you have given. So grant select on HR dot suppose table name, maybe tab 4. To whom you want to give? To definitely New user. What is a new user? Dave. Then after we have to give what? Semicolon. See what I'm doing. Again, repeating grant. Whatever we have written in a single quotation, that is getting displayed. So grant select on HR dot, suppose what table is there? Tab 4, right? So tab 4. To whom you want to give? Dave. What else? From this to this. Now you put all the condition what you give. Where this is equal to table and owner equal to same statement what we did. What will happen for this? For each and every number of object, whatever we are getting, this is going to be inserted. This statement and this statement. And this will vary. Because we are going to give permission to all tables. Here we are going to have 16. So some typo is there. So let me select this. Okay, we have to give the from one. I missed it. So from which we have given from which this one. Okay. So from DB underscore object where object and ultimately whatever statement I have written there in the first time to get this output. Which output? This output. Same statement is there, but extra what we put, whatever concatenation operator we have learned for. If you guys remember the purpose, whatever statement we put in the single quotation, that is going to come as output for every table. Whatever is there in the single quotation, that will reflect for every table. So what will be the output ultimately? See this thing very carefully. I'm giving 30 seconds to just watch, and this is the statement. I know it's confusing to start with, and not for you guys only. I remember when I started my career, for me it took maybe 6 or 8 months. I got so afraid. Okay, oh my God, means the challenge was nobody was there to just feed you like this. What I'm going means I'm doing it for you guys. So me took maybe 6-7 months. But once you get it forever. You should be knowing the basic concept. What now? See, it was there 16 row. If it is 1600 row, same 1600 row will come. And see the stuff carefully here. Grant, select this, HR draw this to Dave. See? But sir, we got only by getting this is already applied, permission is already there. No, you got the script only. You have to run this again. So see how it is easy. 16 or 1600 or maybe 16,000. You'll be what? Getting. And here you can simply copy paste and run it at one go. Or how we are doing normally, or how professionals are doing, having maybe after you start working for any company, what is the standard practice? I'm going to show you guys the standard practice. And these are the each and every step is me took long time. Okay. And I'm just keeping everything in maybe next 45 minutes. Okay. So this is so important for working professionally, not for knowledge only. If you are going to build your career in database or on this, for them only I'm saying. Okay, so for knowledge, you can skip these this chapter. This is for only working professional, or you are just planning to join any DBA profile. So, but sir, here 16 line, if maybe 1600 line. So how to select all at one go and run it? That is a challenge. So what to do? And the next, what I'm going to show you guys is very, very important. So you want to keep all the output in a file. How you will able to do it? For that, there is a spool. Give any file name. I'm giving what? HR prefs.sql. You can give any name. Okay. So that HR prefs.sql, it will create one file the moment I'll hit enter. Blank file so far. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to rerun the statement by giving front slash. We all know that last statement, whatever is there, that output will come in this. So whatever output came in front of you, that is already stored in the file what I just created, something.sql. Now you have to save it. How to save? Just spool off. It's saved. But sir, how to find out where this particular file got created? Definitely it got created in the OS. How to go to OS? By sitting here, two ways there. Either exit it, go, or other way is there, exclamation, hit enter. That also I have shown you in the past. Hit enter. Where you are sitting right now, in the operating system. Give ls-ltr. LTR. And see the table, that particular file name, what we have given, something called spool this.sql. And now, if you see inside it, same output getting stored here. How to see? We all know. VI editor, we have already few basic things we have already seen. See, same thing is there. See? If you want, you can remove these lines. If you not remove also, no issues, no problem will be there. Okay, see, you can remove this line. Again, I'm repeating. If you not remove, still it will be okay. No issues will be there as your output. I removed that whatever SQL statement, whatever the heading. I kept only the statement. And after that, what I'll do? I saved it. We all know how to save it. WQ, saved Q. And I'm going back to SQL and I will run this statement. If I'll show you all what is inside it now, after saving it, see all the statement what we have got it. And each and every statement, see, grant, select on this, do this. So, how to go back to SQL prompt? Definitely you are going to, by sitting here, you give exit. Though I gave exclamation and go out, so the moment I give exit, it will come back to SQL. So this is the way we professional work. Again, this will come through experience only. Okay. So again, it's not tough, huh? Very first time we are using, maybe you guys are thinking, sir, so many things. Listen, watch this recording maybe a couple of times. It will be provided you are regular, okay? Not for few of you who are just popping up and going out. No, it won't work for you. Now, how to run that? This is again new, very new thing for you all. So what was the file name? By sitting here also, we can able to see. What I did, exclamation, that also I have just mentioned in the last few sessions. What exactly is this? We are running OS command by sitting in SQL, by using that exclamation mark. And we have to run that. Whatever command is available inside this file known as hrprefs.sql. Give @ this, hit enter. The moment We'll hit enter, it will go to file, and whatever is written, it will keep executing it. See, grant succeeded, grant succeeded, grant succeeded. So whatever number of line was there, everything. Again, I'm repeating, 16 was there. It may be 1600, it may be 16,000. 16,000, it will take some time to run, give permission. It's done. Whatever assignment we got, create user, give permission, so that the particular user known as Dave can access what? Can access the specific tables owned by HR. Only select but, okay? So if select is clear, rest will be also clear. I'll show you. Let me just see. I have to log into which? Dave now, okay? Dave, we know password. And right now, if I'll use any of the tables, select star from, definitely HR dot we have to give, okay? Otherwise, because HR object, right? So, see, describe departments, okay? But only department will not work, right? Why? Because it's not owned by they. Owned by, we have to give prefix that give this, then see, and all the 16 object, whatever is there, we can get it. Same thing you can do reverse also. Instead of grant, you can revoke also. But instead of that, if you try to just insert something into the table, it won't work. Just like one table was there, HR dot suppose. Let me see any small table. Tab 4, suppose. Okay. So HR dot tab 4. It have only what? So let me insert, okay? Insert into this values. What is the number type, right? I'm giving anything it will take. 6 is there, so maximum. A name I'm giving 8. See, insufficient privilege. But if I'll use, instead of that, if I'll use select, start from this, see, we'll get the output. Now the question is how to give, sir, I want to give insert, update, delete, or at least insert along with select. So whichever, same statement. If you understood the first part, whatever the way we did, same thing you have to do again. I'm just doing copy paste. Okay, I'm just taking this, and what I'll do, see, instead of grant select, I'll give insert, anything, insert only, or insert update only, or insert update delete, whichever you want. So grant, insert, update, delete on this, everything. See, same thing, concept same. Again, some typo is there. So, see where we are sitting. As I mentioned that these activities we should be doing where? Sys or system. So, we have to go and do this activity. Okay. So here we have to give proper see what it is there. Grant, insert, update, delete on what? We have to save this output. And as I mentioned, no need to just clean this up also. If it is there, it's okay. It will show 1 or 2 error, but it will be perfectly all right. Don't worry. How to save it? Spool. What? Insert any name you can give. Okay, you can give your own name also. Insert .sql. That's it. Give translates. Spool off. How to get the name? What we gave? Insert .@. See why it is showing this? Because those line were there, heading and some output. That's what it is giving. Otherwise, our work is done. Now you can go connect to Dave. And see, Dave, now I want to insert. Earlier insert was not working. So HR.tab 4. And under that, insert into table values what? 100 I'm giving, then I was giving name 8. See, earlier it was not inserted. Now we all are able to see this. Give commit. Definitely. You're done. So hope you guys are getting what this particular, how concatenation operator is helping us to build the entire these thing. Select, see, within single quotation, whatever object name. So slowly, if you got it, well and good, but maybe the same thing, same type of thing. First, you can just watch this particular in the YouTube couple of times. You'll able to, it's a crystal clear. Still, if you have doubt, again, you'll come one-on-one. I'll discuss with you all, whoever is there in the group. And the same thing, little advanced, I will show you in the next session. Okay, this is one of the, you can say, standard work for any DBAs. And this is what we have seen. It's complex one. The same thing can be done with the tool. It's very easy. But if you will understand this, then only, because if something here and there messed up due to whatever reason, with maybe miscommunication or not understanding, the thing will be in big trouble. It's very risky, right? On not typing command, but if instead of giving permission to Dave, if you give permission to other, can you think what will happen? In the bank, instead of updating salary for maybe XYG department, you apply or you update salary for entire organization with some 10% or hike or something like that. What will happen? Can you believe? So risky. Without understanding, we are not going to type or write all these things. Okay, so don't worry. Yes, few of you might be feeling a little bit overwhelming. That's okay. If you're getting it, super. Means you can say it's excellent or okay. So that's it, guys, from my side today. So let's join for a couple of minutes in the group, and if any doubt, I will take it. Otherwise, I'm done. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Good night.